Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Where are
Back.
we? Where are we?
Well, I'm not home.
What year is it?
Where's that pepper? Get that pepper out
Get
of
that
here.
pepper off of there. Get that pepper off of there. That's such a good video. It's episode 28 of the Generally Speaking podcast. I'm your host, GeneralArse, joined by co-host WOLseeker, and
Damn right.
damn fucking straight.
Damn time.
I'm back from Denmark. WOLseeker is back from bed.
Hell.
And
Oh, yeah, that was the cover story. Yeah, I'm back from my bed. Yes.
Yeah. He's been sleeping for a week, and we're ready to start recording podcasts. And you guessed it, the topic of today's podcast is just going to be, I guess, travel, because I've traveled quite a fair bit, and I'm going to talk about my little trip to Denmark. And WOLseeker has also traveled a fair bit, I'm pretty sure. I remember in grade school, I remember being really sad, basically being really disappointed going to school, going to class, and not seeing you there, and being like, what the hell, where is he? And it turns out you were somewhere in like Germany or something, Denmark, I don't fucking remember. You kept going somewhere else.
I was putting mustard on the steak.
God, that's too much mustard on that, boy. I got that mustard
Yeah,
off there.
mustard. Get that out of here.
Get that pep off there. I fucking love that video so much. I shouldn't say pepper into this microphone because I don't have a pop filter, so it's exploding right now. Sorry.
But do you have a hop filter? That's the real question.
No, yeah, my microphone keeps jumping away. You're right. I should get one of those.
It's no good.
But yeah, I went to Denmark, even though COVID has been on a rise here in Iceland, and the Delta variant has been sort of making its way into our lives here in Iceland, and it's not fun. But me and my brother were both crossing our fingers and hoping that we could still go to Denmark. And Iceland, on like this COVID map for Europe, turned red, which means that like no travel allowed to like some countries in Europe.
Yeah.
But, however, Denmark has their own thing, and we're just like yellow for them. They don't give a shit. So me and my brother were like, oh, thank God, and we were able to go.
Got their own map.
Yeah.
Let me guess, they got their own COVID then. Of course. Fucking Denmark. They've got their own everything.
They consider themselves to be just like clean because they get COVID cases still, but they're not. They don't have any.
It's their map. They get to do anything.
We do whatever we want with this map.
We're blue, which is better than green, which means if you come here, you lose the virus.
Okay? But they don't have any mandates. Thank you. They don't have any mandates there. They only have one mandates. No,
that's
no,
a real humdinger.
No, seriously.
Say that at the comedy club next time.
You don't have to wear masks. You don't have to keep a distance, and there's no like, only 50 people in here or whatever. So like, the only thing that they do is like, they try and get people to sort of keep a distance, I guess. But like, nobody really watches that. Nobody's really doing that. And it's mostly because I think 60% of the country is vaccinated there, and they're just treating it as like a flu now. They're like, okay, it's just like a flu. If you're sick, you're sick. You go home and you stay home. And if you're not sick or you don't feel any symptoms, whatever, you can fucking leave. You can go home.
Nice.
Like it's pretty stable there actually. The only problem we ever had, and I've already told WOLseeker the story, but I'm going to tell it really quick, was when our last day, we were at this hotel called the Radisson Royale in Copenhagen, and fucking we booked some breakfast for the morning of our last day, and we go down there, and we were only staying there one night, and so we had to like check out and everything, but we were able to go get breakfast like before 12. Checkout is at 12, and we booked our breakfast, and then in the morning when we went to go get it, we waited in line for a little bit, and then got up to this lady who looked at us and was like, do you have your COVID passes? And we were like, yeah. And I showed her my vaccination, which I got like my last shot of the Pfizer vaccine, the second shot. I got that in July, like at the start of July, and my brother showed her that he had COVID already like a year ago, and then we
a
also
year ago,
and she was like, "This is too old." She like was questioning both of us. She first of all was questioning me and my vaccination. She was like, "Oh, well, how long ago did you get the vaccination?" And I was like, "What? I'm just because I got the vaccine a month ago doesn't mean it's gone. It's not out of my blood. I haven't puked it up. I still have the vaccination. What the fuck?" And then she told my brother that it's been 16 months since you had since you had COVID. He hasn't had a vaccine yet. He's not vaccinated, which I don't understand. Why wouldn't you get a vaccination? It's literally free of charge and it's not going to kill you. But he's like, I don't have to. I already had COVID. So it's like, oh, but like, whatever. You'd be an idiot then. But he fucking, she was like, "Oh, this is you had COVID too long ago, so like, and you're not vaccinated, so sorry, you can't eat here." And she also asked us to show like proof of like a negative test, basically, and we both gotten tested like a week earlier before we went to Denmark, and we hadn't gotten any tests in Denmark, and she was like, "You don't have like a fresh enough like COVID test. You have to get like a new one." And so we were like, okay, like whatever. And she was like, "What I can offer you is you can take your breakfast up to your room." And my brother did the thing that like reminded me of like all those videos of those crazy like COVID like vaccination like people are like, like those Karen videos basically.
I don't want your business.
No,
I'm out of here.
We're not gonna eat here. We're gonna eat somewhere else. Yeah, that's what he said.
He said, "Okay, thanks, bye."
Yeah, he said, "Bye, Felicia."
And flew away.
He said, "Bye, Felicia," and then spat in her face and walked away.
Said bye, the Royal Radish Inn.
Only the Royal Radish.
That's the name of it, right? Royal Radish Inn.
Yeah. The only thing that was kind of good about that is that it reminded both me and my brother that we did in fact need to go get tested before our flight that same day. We had to go get a fresh COVID test for that. So we went and got tested. But
it was too late. You had to get it from a shady doctor.
No.
In an alleyway.
Slim Shady.
He didn't use one of those cotton swabs. He used one of those metal pins. And he said, "Stick this in your nose. I don't want to do it." And we had to stick it up our nose.
It's this
I think a chunk of my brain came out.
No. They're doing these like everywhere now, these quick tests that like take no time at all. Like we got our results in like 20 minutes. But this is the second time I've gotten tested, and they did use one of those cotton swabs, except it wasn't like a regular cotton swab. It didn't have the cotton at the end. It was just like a stick that she poked in my fucking nose. And the last time I got tested, they tested like they placed it on my like tongue, like in my mouth, and they also put it in my just one nostril. But there I had to like blow my nose first, and then she tested like she used the same swab, like same side of the swab in both of my nostrils, and she did not blow my ass.
No, imagine, you had to blow your ass before she shoved the stick in.
Yeah, WOLseeker, imagine if you could blow your ass like you blow your nose. How would you do it?
You know what? I would do it a few times.
Wait, you can. It's called farting.
No.
Funny.
And then everybody clapped. Yes, he's right.
He's so right.
Why don't we all do this? What are we all for?
But yeah, me and my brother had a great time in Denmark. This is my like third or fourth time in Denmark. I've gone there a couple of times. And according to my brother, this was his like 7th time or 8th time, which is insane. But it's pretty cheap to go there from Iceland. Yeah, what an amateur. Fuck, not fucking. Never mind. I was gonna say Matt Mikkelsen. That's not his name. That's not his name.
That's his new name.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen has been there like what 40 times or
14,
something.
40 times, 72 times. I don't know.
Water.
Where do you think he is now?
Well, that's the thing. I didn't see him anywhere in Denmark. I'm so disappointed. I went there, spent like fucking 20, 30,000 Icelandic for the trip back and forth, and didn't see him once. This is bullshit.
Matt, you're
Matt. Mikkelsen, Mr. Mikkelsen, Mr. Mickey Mouse, where are you?
Mr. Mouse, Mouse in the house.
Mickey Mouse Playhouse. But yeah, like. Yeah. I love traveling, and my goal for like traveling in life is to first check out most of Europe, because I wanna travel to a lot of the countries in Europe, like, and because they're close by, and I would say it's like the cheapest option from Iceland to fly there. It's not exactly easy to fly anywhere from Iceland, you know, this fucking island in the middle of nowhere. But I want to go to like Greece, Italy. I want to go to the UK one time. Only once, never again. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to France.
Scotland. You want to go to the Faroe Islands. You want to go to Norway. You want to go to Finland, Sweden.
I've already been to the Faroe Islands, but yeah, I want to go to a lot of places.
Faroe Islands again.
But I went to Norway, Sweden, Wales. Finland. So like, yeah, I've pretty much done that. I would love to go to Sweden again.
Austria.
Because I have family in Germany, but I've never gone to like
Germany.
I've never gone. No, stop,
East
not
Germany.
again, not again.
I'm taking you back through time.
But I've never gone to Austria and Switzerland. Kazakhstan is not a part of the EU or Europe, basically.
Really? Let me bring up the map. Put the map on screen right now.
It's in Asia. It's in fucking Asia.
Put the map on screen. And on the map, it's going to be Europe and then a huge country, Kazakhstan, all over it.
Kazakhstan is just like in the middle of where Greece is suddenly. Just like Kazakhstan. Like, how did you do that? But yeah, I would love to travel to most of Europe first and then go to like Asia or the USA or whatever. Fucking Oceania. Israel.
Afghanistan.
Go to Afghanistan right now. Oh, they're having fun over there. They're having so much fun. Did you see that? They're like bumper cars.
Just before you go, write a will, and decide with your family who gets the pets and all these items.
Did you see the fucking? There was this 4chan guy that like went to Afghanistan. He like booked a flight because it was so cheap now or some shit, and so he flew to Afghanistan while like the Taliban are taking over. And then he was like stuck there for a couple of days, and he was like just traveling around having fun in Afghanistan.
Of course, as one does.
Like I said, he was like stuck there for a little bit, but he's on his way back now. I like saw a picture on Twitter that he did actually get a flight out of there. But like a lot of people, a lot of refugees and stuff are trying to get out of the country right now because it's awful. It's awful what's going on.
They gotta get out.
Get out of there! They're taking over all the bumper cars.
I don't want to live in a place where I'm not allowed to ride the bumper cars. Get me out.
By the way,
these. Is it my turn now, Mr. Taliban? No.
No. But like the news of the Taliban taking over Afghanistan came out of nowhere for me because like I fucking didn't know anything. I was in Denmark. But suddenly, like, when I came home, I started looking into it, and I'm kind of out of the loop. I just know that they took over this big city called Kabul, right, in Afghanistan. And they own, or, like, they don't own, but they've taken over a lot of, like, cities in Afghanistan right now, these Taliban, these terrorists. And that's, like, the gist of what I know. Well, aren't they going for like the capital city now? Aren't they? Isn't that what's going on next? That's what I heard.
I don't know about that. I don't
fucking know.
I don't read the news.
Yesterday
I
I
only read the
donated. Headlines. Yesterday I donated to the Red Cross of Iceland because they sent like a mail out where they were like, hey, help us, fucking help the people of
They don't
Afghanistan.
send me mail anymore. I'm on the block list.
The Red Cross blocked you. Here's a story about the Red Cross that I feel awful about every day of my life when I'm reminded of it. That is.
You shit in the place where you donate old clothes?
Yeah, I took a dump in there. I thought it was a toilet. It kind of looks like a toilet.
Yeah, it kind of looks like one.
I mean, it kind of looks like a toilet.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that lid on. I mean, it doesn't have, the flushing thing,
it's got the toilet seat and everything.
What's the deal with the Red Cross? You donate the old clothes and you gotta go to the bathroom and then you take a shit. That's an unreleased joke from Seinfeld.
No way. Wait, that's not Seinfeld.
So yeah, your story, your awful, awful, awful story.
Yeah. So
that you're gonna tell us.
When I was a kid, I think this was when I was like 11 years old, 11 or 12. I have a cousin who lives in Vestmannaeyjar, which is this island off the coast of Iceland, and it's pretty close to where I actually live with my parents on a farm. And it's where my brother is working at like this ferry booth where people come in and they take the ferry over to that island. And this ferry used to go to a different town, and I went with my cousin and his mom to like their place over in Vestmannaeyjar with the old ferry where it used to go, and it took like 2 hours or something to get over there. And not only did I get seasick and extremely homesick, but I was also extremely fucking bored over there. There was nothing to do. My cousin was not exactly his family wasn't doing well financially, so we were like playing with like old toys. He didn't have anything. We didn't have Legos or anything. And when I went, Grandma gave me a little bit of cash money, like $40 to fucking buy something. And so I was like, I'm gonna buy some Lego. And we go to a toy store, and that was there, and it's like the only toy store that they had in that small island, and everything was super expensive. All the Lego sets were fucking expensive as hell, and I was like, what the hell? And so I bought this Mega Bloks thing instead because it was cheaper and I could buy it, and it was this big like army truck that I could buy, and I was like, oh, I'll buy this, I guess.
Damn.
But it wasn't Legos, so I was like, whatever. And then we go home, me and my cousin, to put it together, and there were fucking pieces missing from the Mega Bloks set. Like, I couldn't even finish fucking building it because it wasn't the whole thing. So I put the fucking pieces all back, and I go back and I say, hey, I bought this, but it's missing pieces. This is not the full thing. I want a refund. And they're like, no, you can't get a refund. You opened it. And so I was like, what the fuck? Like, as a kid, like, of course I didn't say what the fuck, but I was like, what? I was like, really?
You fucking cunt.
Yeah, you fucking moron. What? Have fun. Enjoy the next 45 minutes, I said.
Yeah, enjoy this. Like, 10 years later, we're here smoking your ass on the cast. You're in the hot seat now, man.
I was extremely sad and disappointed. My cousin was like, it's okay. And I was like,
it's very,
very sad.
You've been duped.
It's not.
I
slapped him around. I was like, it's not okay. It's not okay.
Snap out of it, Jerry.
Don't you see? We've been swindled.
Fucked us. We gotta fuck them back.
Man, fuck Mega Bloks. You heard it here first. This episode is not sponsored by them.
We're never gonna take their dirty money.
Fucking goddamn it, Mega Bloks. What happens next is the dark story. This is where the
timeline splits.
It's
good.
Like
GeneralArse, bad GeneralArse.
It's like the classic Joker story, he turns evil.
This is like in a video game. You get to make a choice.
But my cousin and I took a jar from the house, wrote on it Red Cross, and went out and asked people for donations for the Red Cross that we were collecting for them. And we didn't really do too well, but there were some people giving us like some cash, some coins, basically, some credit cards, you know. But there was this old woman that I remember. She gave us fucking 8,000 kroner, which was the most that we got. And I was like, holy shit. And I think in total we had maybe like 15,000 kroner, which is around maybe 120.
I gotta get a jar.
I gotta get myself a jar and write Red Cross on it. Easy peasy. But we had no intentions of taking this to the Red Cross. We were just lying to people to get money so we could fucking buy more Legos. So we did that. We got some fucking cash from people. One of the other things that also made us feel really bad, that makes me feel really bad and like sick to my stomach that I did this, we flat out lied to a guy that we went to and asked like, hey, we're still collecting coins, we're collecting cash to donate to the Red Cross. Do you want to help out? And he was like, oh, I'm working for the Red Cross. And we were fucking like, my cousin was like sweating buckets. He was like, oh no, it's gonna like, we're gonna get fucking busted.
Nice.
But I was just like, oh yeah, well, you know, you want to donate? And he was like, nah, you know, I'm already doing my own thing. So like, you know, I'm working there. And so I was like, okay. And so he was like, all right, I'll see you guys later. And that is always what like makes me feel sick, that he never saw us later. We never showed up. He probably fucking knew. He probably was like, oh, those kids, those rascals, they weren't collecting anything. And
bad ending.
The bad ending song starts playing. So we took our stolen cash pretty much, like, oh, it wasn't stolen, they donated.
They quote unquote donated.
And we took all this money, we counted it, and we fucking bought a Lego thing for both of us, like one for me and one for my cousin. And then my cousin felt so bad, he felt even worse than I did, that he gave his to like his best friend because it was like his birthday the next day. So he was just like, he didn't even open it or do anything with it. He just fucking in the box like gave it to his best friend that lived like across the street. And I didn't do that. I just kept mine. And then you know, growing up, I've always like, you know, every now and then I've just like been reminded of like what I did. Like my brain just
you see it everywhere.
My brain just goes,
Red Crosses.
I walk past a billboard that says, we know what you did, and it's like the Red Cross. It's like an advertisement for the Red Cross.
The Red Cross is a picture of your face, but there's like X over your eyes.
We know. No, it's not an X. It's the Red Cross logo over my eyes. We know what you
Red
did.
Cross, we know what you did. Don't be like him.
But hey, yesterday I donated like 10,000 for Afghanistan, and I've
so
donated,
we're even, Red Cross. You hear us?
I've donated several times to like good causes because like fucking you gotta give them.
That's right, Red Cross. Stop sending us those fucking emails. Stop calling us. Stop purchasing advertising space to show that filth on screen. We're even.
I have a child at home. Please stop this, please.
It's
not my child, but I have it. It's just in my house.
Yeah. Okay. Donate so much they give you a free child.
I would like to donate this much money. Oh, you get
here's
a
an idea for a movie.
Child.
Here's an idea for a movie. It's like a guy. Okay, this is probably like a horror movie, okay?
Okay.
Or maybe a comedy. It depends on how you want to look at it. It's a guy. He's like, you know, not a billionaire rich, but maybe like a millionaire.
Oof, I'm already scared out of my fucking
And he's like, he's got a mansion, and he's like known. He's like, yes, I adopt children and raise them as my own, but he puts them in the basement and harvests their organ instead. How about that?
Jesus Christ.
You want that? Okay, do you want that as a horror movie or as a black comedy movie? What do you want? It's your choice.
That would be more of a horror movie, you know?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then you do the horror version, and I'll do the comedy version, okay? 3, 2, 1, go.
Are you writing it right now? On your typewriter? Done. Oh shit, he finished it. Ding! Oh, I'm done.
Ding!
But yeah, that's that story. How about you, WOLseeker? Have you done anything egregious and outrageous like that? Oh, excuse me.
Outrageous. That's just nothing pops up in my head.
Party. Do you remember Draco heads? Those like little toys that came in these little baggies, and it's like this monster kind of blob design. It was just like this head, and you could make them stand and flick them around. And there was some kind of game where you were supposed to make them like fight by like you place them around, and then you like flick them into each other basically, and try and knock them over. And there was like these Draco heads.
I don't know that.
Okay, well, when I was like 7 or 8 years old, I stole a Draco head from a store because it wasn't in like the toy aisle, it was in the candy aisle, and so I thought it was like, as a kid, I didn't fucking know. I was like, oh, this is free. This is just like laying here. It doesn't say what it costs, so this is free. So I just took it and put it in my pocket. And when we were leaving, we go in the car and we're about to drive off from the store. My mom starts reversing, and I start fucking opening the pack like in the car. It starts scrounging like the bag was making like the really loud like scratching noise of like plastic basically. And my sister goes, "No fair, he got a toy," and my mom went, "What?" and fucking like turns around and notices me with like this Draco head, and I've already opened it, and I have it in my hand, and so she immediately parks again, and then we go inside, and she makes like, or she pays for it basically since she already opened it. She was like, "Oh, my son took this and opened it," so like she fucking pays for the thing, and there was a police officer in line like right next to us. Like after like we went back in, there was a fucking police officer in line.
He knew. He was watching them.
So
he was watching the Draco heads.
And I keep getting reminded of that as well when I see a big billboard of the same police officer who says, I remember what you did."
I remember.
It's like staring over the land.
The renegade ending. GeneralArse is still running to this day away from the police after having stolen.
Yeah, they
know.
I'm still a wanted criminal. If you travel to Iceland, you'll see posters around like "wanted, dead or alive." Mostly dead.
They added the dead thing, recently after he stole yet another Draco head or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Stop, Grandpa, stop it.
It's the cancer. It's coming back.
No. But yeah, we were going to talk about traveling some more. You've traveled.
You were going to talk about traveling, not me.
Well, wow, you're never going to talk about traveling. Okay. Where have you traveled to?
I'm never going to travel again. I'm never traveling.
Never.
Not after what happened last time.
Yeah, what happened last time, man? Talk about it.
Kill some people, got away with it.
Several war crimes in Afghanistan. Yep, it happens.
Went to Afghanistan, got the troops out.
I single-handedly
that was all me.
Got the troops out of there. Yeah, carried them on your two shoulders, your two broad shoulders.
That's why. That's why. When people ask Afghanistan, I'll always.
Where have you been? Oh, I just went to Afghanistan. Nothing much. Not much.
Yeah, I can only hold two people at a time, max.
That's why the Taliban are taking over. They know you're back. You're back to Iceland, so they're like, "Oh, he's gone. We can take over now."
They walk right in.
Yeah, if you were there, they would be too scared. They would fuck off.
I have a big red stop sign, and I hold it in front of them. There's like a giant line that crosses that they need to cross if they want to get in the city.
Yeah,
but I'm always there with a stop sign.
You have the stop sign, and they're like, "Oh, puta!" Turns in Spanish. We can't go here.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't think they know Spanish?
Been to Denmark.
Yep.
Been to Tenerife.
You have?
Yeah.
All right.
Family vacation.
Ah.
Been to Germany.
Been to London, been to France, been to ladies' underpants.
Motherfucker.
Got him.
I might have gone somewhere else. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. What was Tenerife like? Everyone in Iceland has been to Tenerife. Like everyone's always like, I went to Tenerife. I've never gone. I've never been there.
It's fine. You know, it's okay.
It's really
There's a
hot
bunch
there.
of. I don't know how to put this, but you know, there's shopping centers, and then there's like little shopping. I don't know, districts.
Okay.
Where a bunch of people have stores.
Yeah,
and
it's like Storgate in Copenhagen. There's like little district that you walk through, and there's just a bunch of shops everywhere.
Yeah, it's like it's like yeah, but you know, it's like, you know, small, like local, not like, you know, this is like a company. This is more like, you know, 5 Indian guys have a electronics store.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
There was a bunch of that, you know. I remember that.
I mean, Storgate has that too in Copenhagen. There are some like local owned businesses and also like big businesses, big names, H&M and all that. Jack and Jones.
You know, coming back to like these, you know, there were mostly, I think, Indians.
Okay.
You know, I mean, they look and sound the part for me, you know.
Whoa.
And they're always like, you know, haggling. You know, they're selling like a laptop, and it's like, it costs this much. They got like a calculator. They type it in, like the number. The price is this much. They show you like the number on the calculator, and then it's like, no, it's too expensive. And they're like, okay, how about this? And it's like slightly lower. And it's like that, you know.
Nice. Always trying to make that big bucks. All right. I see how it is.
That's you know, that's part of the Tenerife experience.
And was it like real electronics? Like were they just like some fucking bootleg shit that like probably don't work?
I think they get it shipped from somewhere.
Okay.
And
stolen
it's not
goods.
Bootleg. It's probably just, you know, it's just shipped.
Yeah, shipped from somewhere.
Cheap
I don't know.
And shipped.
Nice.
And one of the quotes or something that one of them said was like, that I remember is like, you know, only for you, my friend, I give you this price.
Oh,
that's like still in my head.
Damn. Yeah. And did you buy anything?
Yeah, the Simpson game on PSP.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Yo, that's sick.
Yeah,
and did he say only for you, my friend? I give you the Simpson hit and run?
No, it was something else. I think it was like for some walkie-talkies or something. Yeah, nice. But there was like a bunch of these like very similar shops, you know? Indian guys selling electronics or something, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, when you're near the beach, there's like, you know, towel shops. And then, you know, displayed prominently is like, you know, these like, I don't know, like sex towels, like something.
What?
It's like, yeah.
It's like, when I said that.
There's like towels where it's like every month of the year, and it's like cartoon characters having sex in different positions. And it's like, it's just displayed out there.
That's pretty dang good, man. Did you buy any sex towels, dude?
No, I was like 11 years old.
Damn. But it's
hotels. Like, yeah.
I think my grandpa went there like a couple years back with my grandma, and he talked about how fucking hot like the sidewalks were. Like when they went to the beach, it was like impossible to walk like barefoot on the sidewalk. You had to walk like on the sand. If you try to walk on the sidewalk, it was just like walking on a frying pan. Basically, it would just sizzle your fucking under your legs off. It was just gone. That's nasty, man. That's why I've never been to like Spain or Tenerife or like any hot countries like that, because I think I'd just die. I'm not used to that kind of heat.
Maybe.
You know, even the 30 degrees Celsius that it was when I went to Finland, that was too much. And some people are like, "What? That's nothing. 30 degrees, that's nothing."
It's not.
I think it's fucking. I think that's too much.
It's pretty hot.
That's pretty hot.
Hotels, from what I remember in Tenerife, most of them were nice.
What characters were there? What characters were on the sex house, man?
I don't know. They're like.
Oh, was it not like from some kind of like? Was it not like
style?
Simpsons?
No.
It was just like their own thing, I guess. Their own characters. Yeah. Okay.
I think. Wait, it was an angel and like a devil. I remember now.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's like, oh, January they're doing missionary, February they're doing doggy style.
Nice. Now that's epic.
And there was one time when we went there, we stayed at a hotel. Every time we went to sleep, we were like right next to like a bar or like a club, and there was like this guy, same guy every night, singing some fucking songs like it's like really loud.
Singing karaoke. Karaoke. Yeah, I don't really go to bars that often or like go drinking, but my brother, when we went to Denmark this week or last week, we went to, and this is the first time I've really ever gone anywhere other than Copenhagen or Billund in Denmark. Billund I've gone to twice because my family, when we go to Germany, we usually land there. It's cheaper than to just land in Germany, so we land in Billund, Denmark, and then just
Legoland.
Yeah, and then we just rent a car and drive. And one time we went to Legoland. It was a lot of fun. It was like the first time I went to first and only time I've been to Legoland actually.
Same. I've only gone there once.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. It's so much fun. And then we just drive to Germany, and like have to take like a ferry and whatnot. But it's still somehow cheaper apparently than landing in Germany. That's what my family says. So I don't fucking know. I never really looked up the prices myself. But other than that, I've never I've never really looked at Billund that much. So the only city I can say that I've been to in Denmark is Copenhagen. But now after this trip that I just came from, I went to Roskilde, which is this smaller town in Denmark, like 20 minutes away from Copenhagen, and it was very beautiful. It's like this farm side like town. There are so many farms around, like fields of corn and all that shit, and windmills and these older houses, and I was like by the pier, and apparently I think Roskilde used to be the old, like I don't remember because we were at this like museum reading about like the history, and I think Roskilde used to be like the capital of Denmark before Copenhagen.
Before I came around.
Before I came around and changed things up.
I came around there with my 6-shooter, fired 6 shots in there, and said, "There's a new sheriff in town."
And that town is called Copenhagen. Follow me. And I was like, "Whoa."
Copenhagen. And then song and dance started. I'm going to Copenhagen. I'm going there pretty fast. Everybody join me. Otherwise, I'll kill you fast.
No.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ass. But we. Hey, what the fuck? But
takes one to know.
Like I said, we went to Roskilde. That's like how they say it. And Roskilde, and we went to on Friday a bar because the reason why we went there was to meet
Get
up
high.
to meet up with an old friend who used to work at our farm, and like she was one of those like workers that we had on our farm that like we became like good friends with, and so we asked her if we could come like stay with her in Roskilde and see the town and like go drinking with her and stuff. And she was like, oh, hell yeah. And so she had like the entire last week like off from work. It was like her summer break, and we were just hanging out with her or for 3 days. And like because we landed in Copenhagen and we were there for 2 days, and then on the third day we went to Roskilde and for 3 days, and then we were the last 2 days in Copenhagen. It was just like a week-long trip. And while we were in Roskilde, we saw this Viking ship museum. We saw this rock music and the Roskilde Festival Museum, because there's like this big rock festival that they have there like every year, except for last year and this year because of COVID, I think. We saw these old houses in this shopping district and this big church and everything. It was really cool to see another part of Denmark, basically, and I would have loved to see more. That's cool. That's the thing. I want to go to Denmark sometime and just like not spend all the time in Copenhagen, but instead maybe land in Billund and then drive around, go to Aarhus,
and spend the entire time in Legoland.
Yeah, just like for a week. Legoland.
Woo! Do they have like a Lego hotel? Better have.
I think there is.
Legoland, here I come.
I don't think it's made out of Legos, but there's like a Legoland hotel or something like that. What? Huh? What? Fuck. Let's Google it. Let's Google right here. Legoland hotel. Oh, this one. It's
Craig's gone.
Holy shit! It's 31,630 for a night.
Craig's gone.
How much is that in Icelandic?
Or
in dollars, I mean?
What do you mean 30,000? Are you reading that right?
31,000 Icelandic. That's $244.
Craig's gone.
Well, who's Craig?
Craig.
Oh shit. But yeah, that's
that's the price of Legoland hotel. $244.
$244 to go to stay at the Legoland hotel in Billund. That's holy shit. But
if you work there, you got a discount, right?
Maybe, I don't fucking know. I've only ever been to Denmark, Germany, several times to Denmark and Germany. I've been to Norway, Sweden, and Finland. I've been to the Faroe Islands. And nowhere else. And I would love to travel to more countries, like way more countries. So that's like my goal is to travel as much as I can sometime in the future, because I would fucking love to see more of the world, learn more cultures and all that stuff. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and like I was saying, when we were in Roskilde on the last day before we left Roskilde, we went on like a little pub crawl. It's the first time I've ever done a pub crawl. I've never done that before. But like in this like small shopping district, there was a bunch of just like pubs like close to each other. And we went to one of the ones that worker that we knew used to work like, or was working at, I think. So we went to like the bar that she was working at and had some drinks there. I had a really good like strawberry kind of drink that was like, it was a beer, but it had no taste of beer. I don't like the taste of beer. This is why I don't drink that much. I fucking hate the malt taste of beer. It doesn't taste good. But they had this beer that tasted nothing like beer, because it was just like they had this strawberry sort of juice in there, and it tasted so fucking good. It was really good. So I drank like a couple glasses of that and a couple of shots of like this caramel drink that it was really strong, but I mean the aftertaste was good because it was just like caramel.
Damn.
Then I went to this
came from a machine.
Yeah. Then we went to this other
the extract mixed with motor oil
and piss. And then we went to this bar that was really close by. And like I said, it was a very small pub crawl, so we only went to like 3 bars, or 3 pubs. But usually when people do a pub crawl, they go like to like all the fucking bars, but we didn't really have that much time, so we went to like at least these three. We went to the one she was working at. We went to like a relatively new one that had just opened, and I had something good to drink there.
Shit.
And then we went to another pub where I actually didn't drink anymore after that, because like I said, I'm not a big fan of drinking, so I just like at that point stopped. But I definitely felt lightheaded, like not lightheaded, but there's like lightheaded. And did you fucking get attacked? Are you okay?
I'm fighting myself again, and I lost.
I felt a little lightheaded and just light as well when we were walking to the next pub. Like I felt like, holy shit, I'm like walking on clouds and whatnot. It was like weird. I've never felt that way before because I've never really.
Yeah, walk on clouds, man. Fucking read a book sometimes.
But I've never really been drunk before, so this was like a new feeling for me. And I was not hungover. I felt
like
pretty
$1 million bucks.
Yeah, like $1 million bucks. And I didn't feel like hungover in the morning, and I didn't have a headache or anything. So yeah, it was a pretty fun time, all in all.
Good.
Yeah, you've never gone drinking. You don't drink at all.
I don't. Yeah. I do not.
When I was a kid,
because I'm a computer. Look at me. If you're watching, listening, look at the video now. Look at who I am. I'm a computer. I do not drink liquids.
Beep boop pop boop. But yeah, I fucking what was I gonna say? Yeah, when I was a kid, I was always like, I'm never gonna smoke. I'm never gonna drink. And so far, I've never smoked, and I'm gonna keep it that way because I don't want lung cancer. Fuck that shit. I'm never gonna smoke and like ruin the insides of my body. But I also didn't want to drink because I don't want to ruin my liver. But I've already drank a little bit, so it's too late for me. It's too late. No, I'm not an alcoholic. Okay, I promise. Or am I?
That's what they all say. That's what they all say, man. What the fuck?
No, but I don't really drink that often. When I drink, I'm usually with my brother.
That's what they all say. What the fuck? That's what they all say.
That's what they all say.
It's actually, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna save that.
Okay, save it.
Save that for later.
But do you have any stories of yourself traveling around? Oh, you went to Berlin with me. Did we talk? Have we talked about that when we went to Berlin together?
We have.
Okay, yeah.
Pretty early.
Okay, yeah, we went to Berlin with our school. That was cool.
Yeah. If you want to hear about that, it's probably in the first 10 episodes.
Somewhere around there. I think we talked about it. You're right. But do you have any more stories of like Denmark or anything? Like, do you remember anything else? And why did you travel so often? I remember being, like I said, I was always like really sad that like I went to school and you weren't there. And I was like, what the hell? Who am I supposed to talk to? I didn't have many friends.
You've got me. I'm still your friend, and you've got plenty of others. Okay.
But like,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You want a story?
Yeah.
I might be repeating myself here because I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but one time in Denmark, 10, 11, 12, or maybe 11 or 12 years old.
Yeah.
Me, my dad, and what's the word? Like my sister's like husband. Like, am I saying this right? Like, what the fuck? Like, your
sister's husband is your brother-in-law? No, that's not your brother-in-law, is it?
No.
Not?
But no, not like that. No.
Okay.
But yeah, someone out there will get me, please. Okay, but yeah, we drove from Denmark to Germany to buy a few things. And we were in this supermarket. I was like really close to the coolers. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, like very early in the podcast, but I was like walking really close to like the wine coolers. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Really weird. And then I trip and I fall, and a ton of the bottles fall over and break.
Oh.
And it's like, awful. and a guy came over. I was like, oh damn, what the fuck? A guy like works there. It's like, oof, that's pretty bad. And I think,
did you have to pay for all
sister's husband was like, I'm not sure if he had to pay, but it was like an accident, so I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Okay.
I'm not sure he had to like pay anything because we went like
left.
soon after. Yeah, we didn't really
just explain that like, oh, he just tripped, and he was
he like tripped and fell.
He was like, "La puta madre!"
It was an accident.
Speaking Spanish.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure I've said this before though. Also,
I've never heard that story before, so I don't remember.
Maybe it's just deja vu, deja vu.
Deja vu. I'm having deja vu.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. Deja vu. Yeah.
It's also stories.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to think. Me and my cousin.
Yeah.
When I visited him in Denmark, in this like county, or I think it's called like that, called Horsens. And he lived there, and we went to like the shop. We would always like walk there, and on the way, we had to pass like this compound.
Yeah.
And my cousin told me there was a bunch of like bikers in there, like Hell's Angels or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, we gotta be careful, these guys don't mess around.
These bikers are gonna fucking run you over.
They're gonna mess us up. And so in order to get to the shop, and then we went to the shop, got some things, and then we decided to explore a little bit, and then we found like I think it's called like fluorescent light bulbs. It's like tube.
Oh yeah. I know.
Bulbs.
Yeah, that's fluorescent light bulbs. Yeah.
And then we were messing around with it, and then, if I remember correctly, he was holding one, and I was holding another, and then we like hit.
Oh no!
We hit it, like sword fighting. We like hit it, and it like smashed everywhere.
Yeah.
And there was like white paint on it, and then we went back home. It was like white paint, and then like. We had to explain to our parents oh yeah, we got white paint because we were playing with like trash, like light bulbs, and they were like, what? Fucking wash your hands and fucking sanitize yourselves, you fucks. It was sort of like that.
You smashed the light bulb over your cousin's head and killed him, and you were like, oh, I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is.
The bikers took him. The
Hell's Angels bikers took him. That's I used to find these fluorescent light bulbs, these old fluorescent light bulbs at home as well, because my dad uses them in like the milk stables, like where he's milking the cows, and so when he throws them away, you can't really throw them away properly because they're poisonous. You have to like fucking you have to
take them
you have to take them somewhere special. So my dad like keeps them in like one place. And as a kid, me and my brother will also do like sword fights with that shit. But like fluorescent light bulbs are dangerous. You could get like cancer from the dust that's in there. The chemicals. That's why you're dying. No, and you could also just get cut really bad because it's tiny little shards of glass like flying everywhere if you break that shit. So it's not a fun time. They seem like they're a lot of fun, but I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, they seem like lightsabers, but they really aren't.
Yeah, don't play with that shit. Now they're making like LED fluorescent light bulbs that are way quieter because fluorescent light bulbs are fucking loud. You'll plug them in and they'll go like in their like buzzing. Like you can hear like if you're ever in a room with a fluorescent light bulb, you can hear it humming. So like they're making the LED lights have like they're quiet. They're completely quiet. There's no fucking sound. And so they're a better alternative. They're also just like LED lights in general are more eco-friendly, I would say. However, one big problem is that they last longer and all that, but when they break, and they do break after a while, you can't really swap out the bulb. You have to like buy a whole new fucking light. So for instance, in my store that I've been working in this summer, we were selling these fly traps, these zappers, and with like bulbs in them, and we had like three designs with just like regular like fluorescent bulbs that you can swap out, and we sold extra. But then we also had an LED one, and if that one breaks, you just have to throw away the whole fucking thing. You can't swap the light bulb in there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, but I mean, it lasts a while. You know, the light on those lasts for a very long time. Oh, like I don't know, 6,000. I don't know.
Damn, that's a good price. I'm going to buy some right now. That's right. I'm going to the store.
But that's like a lot of material wasted, I'd say, because like the bulb, you can't swap it, and then there's the whole fucking fly swapper, like fly zapper, I mean, around it. That's like got plastic and metal in it. That's just
fly
like,
fapper.
They just you just have to throw it all away. You know, it's kind of lame if I do say so myself, and I'm pretty lame.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. I'm back in Iceland. School is starting. We're gonna start next, podcasting.
School's starting for you and me.
And I'm gonna get back on a roll with like making videos and then the live streaming and all that stuff, like, you know, making the clips videos and stuff. And I'll try and make more of those videos, like the Fallout one that I released right before going to Denmark. So by the way, if you haven't seen that, definitely please check out my Fallout New Vegas video. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. Even though because like I had an issue with my stream. What's it called? My shadow play, where it was like filming the wrong monitor every now and then. Like it would flicker. Sometimes in between in the video, you'll see like my Discord, like the channel, or like basically the wrong screen. Basically, you'll just see like a Discord like channel open with me and WOLseeker, and then we were talking. I don't know why I did that. It was really weird. I think it had something to do with my monitors being like wrongly set up. But it's all good now. It works. So the next one won't have any of those issues, at least. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
I still have like more footage of Fallout to upload, and then I also have to just record more because I have to finish the game.
Look forward to that.
Yeah, look forward to that.
For me, look forward for me, because I will soon be releasing a clips video.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I gotta clear the space out of my drive.
So yeah, subscribe to GeneralArse right here, where you're watching this podcast, for more podcasts and more videos.
Hit the like, hit the bell.
Yeah.
Hit the subs.
And then go in the description below. Go to the links there to follow us on other social media. Go to youtube.com/. Actually, I don't think you have a custom link yet, WOLseeker, do you? So I don't know what the slash is. You can in your settings make a custom link so that you can go. Yes, if you go to youtube.com/GeneralArse, that's how you find my channel. It's not like this weird like amalgamation of just like numbers and letters. So I'll teach you how to do it. But like WOLseeker's link is in the description. I don't remember his YouTube link. But hopefully down the line it will be youtube.com/WOLseeker. Oh yeah.
Dying.
No, please no.
Fucking YouTube, fucking close this shit.